Alrighty, first things first is we're going to start with a plate, and onto the plate we're going to put in half a cup of flour, and we're going to season with salt and pepper. Now this is going to be the dusting for our lamb shanks, so just grab each lamb shank, I've got 4 here, and we're just going to lightly dust them in the flour mixture. This will help with the colour and the flavour when we eventually fry them off before we stick them in the oven. Now with the lamb shanks floured, we're going to stick these into a really nice hot pan. With a little bit of oil, we want to get this nice sear on the outside so we keep the juices on the inside, and we'll get a nice colour and a nice flavour on the outside of our lamb shank before we stick it in the oven. Okay, so in the same pan we're going to save on dishes. Also, it's got some nice flavour from our meat. We're going to fry off 1 onion in a little bit of oil, and we're going to add to the onion 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. And we're going to slowly cook this until the onions start to get nice and soft. And we're going to add in 750 milliliters of red wine. You can go with 500 milliliters if you want, but a whole bottle is absolutely fine. And we're just going to simmer this until the alcohol boils off. You'll be able to taste it, but we'll get nice red wine flavour in our onions. Alrighty, to finish off our sauce, we're going to add in 1 can of chopped tomatoes, all the juice. Also, we're going to add in 2 chopped carrots and 3 sticks of celery that we've just roughly chopped. Again, the celery will give a nice sweetness to the sauce that cooks around our shank, as will the carrot. We're going to add in some herbs. Obviously, we're going to stick in some bay leaves, 3 bay leaves and 2 sprigs or 3 sprigs of rosemary. This will really flavour the meat wonderfully as we slow cook it. Now we can spoon over this wonderfully lovely mixture they've just created over our lamb shanks in a nice roasting tray. Make sure the lamb shanks have got a nice coat of the actual sauce on it, and this is going to go into the oven. First of all, we're going to have to put a aluminium foil across the top of it. This will prevent the meat from drying out. But we're going to stick this in the oven where we've preheated at 140 degrees Celsius for around 3.5 to 4 hours. Now you're going to check this obviously at around 3.5 hours, and the meat should be falling off the bone. It should be beautifully succulent, and it should just fall off the bone without any effort at all, and that's what you're really after. And this is the absolute perfect way to cook your lamb shank. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Feel free to serve this with potato, green beans. You can drizzle over the sauce that you've cooked your lamb shanks in. It's an absolute perfect meal for those cold winter nights. I'll have another recipe up next week, but until then, look after yourself, and I'll see you next week.